Hey guys, this profile pop-up is for Anmol. Now the first thing you got to focus on here is at least getting zoomed in on your picture. If we were to do that, I can't do it right now, but we want to be shoulders up. Then you might have a decent picture here. Although, think about it, if this were zoomed in, your head would be turned a little bit. You could always rotate on the app. It lets you do that, or on the browser. But we don't want to see the stuff in the background and the fact that you're at a computer, other than you're trying to give us the impression, I get it, that you're part of big data, and so you're part of technology. But that could be better served in the background, that you don't have anything in there right now. Show us something that ties in big data. Maybe show us a bunch of numbers coming down like the matrix. That could be big data, okay? There's an idea of how to do that. Now, the other thing is you've got the default headline, except you've added a couple words here, ex-Deloitte. You're trying to, obviously bring our attention to that. But I would suggest that you don't want to have just that typical default headline, your current position at your current company. I'd say you get 120 characters, make it shine. Draw us in, why big data? That's what I want to know. I want to know what you can do for us with big data. Then I need to see that backed up in the about. I don't necessarily want to see that you've assimilated 2 years of experience. That I can get by quickly scrolling down here. I see 1 year, 5 months, 1 year, 9, and 6 months. So I can, in a swipe, I can see how long you've done it. Or if I'm a recruiter, I could already put in a parameter that says I only want somebody that's had 2 years experience. So don't reiterate that. That's not utilizing, or the best way, the space that you can see right there. We got 3 short lines of text. It's about 150 characters. Don't miss your about. And you're talking about big data again. Development and testing Hadoop, okay. While working in life sciences sector, okay. But that's something you could put up in here. In life sciences, health. I see the word health in the name of the company. So I get that, but I want to know what makes you great. I want to know why big data. I want to know what big data can do for me, what you can do for me. So here then, it's a bunch of text. So when I open that up, now it's getting hard to read. I'm looking at this and I'm not inclined to want to read that. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you frankly, we got to space that out, but get something above that drew me in, and then back it up when people opened up. Also, you managed internal activities. Okay, well, so you managed them. What was the result? Don't just say you were successful, but tell us the result. What does big data do? What did it do in the stuff you've done? Would like to have my career oriented towards business strategy. Well, that's great. That's a little bit of a personal direction. That's great to see. But again, someone reading this that's going to hire you wants to know what you can do for them. And then if we look at your experience here real quick, working in that industry, big data. I get that. I didn't know it was big data. If I had just looked at this, I wouldn't have known big data. So it's helpful that you put that in there. But there's not much there, right? And now you've got 2 show mores. So I tap on it. It's all a bunch of text. You could use a bullet in here at least. But again, performing big data operations, there's not enough to pull us in. And in the year and 9 months that you were there, what did you accomplish? What did you learn? How did you grow? Right? Why did they bring you in? Why were you hired? You mentioned Deloitte up in your about, or up in your headline. Well, there's got to be something special about Deloitte, right? Currently handling, that's outdated too, by the way. So really scour through this and make sure that it is current, and make sure that it's about you and it sells you, so that showing that you can help other people. And even if it means relying on the stuff that you did here in school. It looks like you were very active in school. You had a wonderful life at it. That's great. You learned a lot in these areas. Tell us more about what you learned. Tell us more about the stuff that you learned, all these great things that you were doing. It shows you were very active, but now how can you translate that? How can you make that a transferable skill that would resonate to people and make them want to hire you? Then also the big thing I love to say, turn off the competition. Okay? Let me know if you want to know how to do that in the comments, but this was a profile pop-up for Ron Mole. Hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.